Philosophies Revived.
Have you ever encountered a situation where a door seemingly slammed shut in your face, only for you to later realize it was a blessing in disguise? Today, we're delving into the art of flipping the script on rejection, drawing inspiration from the Stoic wisdom of philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Picture a world where every no doesn't knock you down, but rather propels you forward. Rejection, often accompanied by a stinging sensation, can be transformed into a stepping stone toward greatness. It's not about outsmarting destiny, but grasping that sometimes the universe's rejection is a concealed affirmation for something even more significant. If you've been feeling overlooked, ignored, or undervalued, it's time to change the narrative. In this video, we'll explore 13 potent lessons that guide you in harnessing the power of rejection. These aren't just abstract theories, they are practical, real-world strategies that you can integrate into your daily life. Before we dive into these transformative insights, let's ensure that this wisdom reaches as many individuals as possible. Hit that like button and ring the notification bell. Your engagement signals to YouTube that you're deriving value from our shared insights. Now, let's embark on this journey of turning rejections into our most significant victories. Lesson 1. Ignore them. Imagine someone deciding that you're not worth their time. In this lesson, we'll explore the art of rising above indifference, turning a cold shoulder into a powerful statement of self-worth. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't about pettiness, it's a strategic move. It involves focusing on your life, your goals, and your happiness. Rather than letting the sting of someone's rejection consume you, channel that energy into activities that enrich your spirit. Whether it's diving into a good book, engaging in sports, learning a new skill, or simply enjoying the company of those who genuinely value you, this lesson is about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it truly matters. It's not about getting back at someone, it's about building a fortress of self-respect. Sometimes, the pain of being ignored can be a catalyst for personal growth. Instead of dwelling in that pain, use it to thrive despite the rejection. This approach doesn't just showcase emotional maturity, it's a testament to your inner strength. Remember, your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Stay true to yourself, let their indifference bounce off, and show through actions that you are unaffected. This lesson is an invitation to thrive, not just survive, in the face of rejection. Lesson 2. Don't react emotionally. Rejection can be a bitter pill to swallow, tempting you to react emotionally. In this lesson, we'll delve into the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece. Instead of letting frustration or sadness take the driver's seat, Stoicism suggests embracing a composed and thoughtful response. It's not about suppressing feelings, but about not letting them control you. When faced with rejection, take a step back and ask yourself why it's bothering you. Often, it's not the rejection itself, but your own insecurities that hurt the most. This is where practicality comes into play. As you're being ignored, breathe and reflect on why this moment isn't defining you. It's just a moment. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our actions and responses, not on others' behavior. Stay polite, stay kind, and if you choose to reach out, do so with genuine concern, not expectation. This approach is not about being passive, it's about being the master of your emotions. It's recognizing that your self-worth isn't tied to others' approval. Your power lies in how you respond, not in how others treat you. Mastering calmness in the face of rejection is not just about handling a tough situation, it's about growth. It's a journey towards self-confidence, where you learn to value yourself independently. By staying calm, you're not just coping, you're thriving and becoming someone who can face rejection and turn it into a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the Stoic way. Lesson 3. Remove them from your mind. Turning rejection into a powerful tool in your arsenal requires harnessing the art of detachment. This lesson is not about forgetting or pretending that rejection didn't sting. It's about channeling that experience into something transformative. The first step is to acknowledge the rejection, feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. To navigate the rough seas of rejection, imagine yourself as a skilled sailor steering through the waves, using them to propel you forward, not capsize your boat. Picture rejection not as a roadblock, but as a detour sign guiding you toward new paths and possibilities. Engage in activities that enrich your spirit and broaden your horizons. Dive into books that challenge your thinking. Take up sports that test your limits, or volunteer in community projects that offer a fresh perspective. These experiences are not mere distractions, they are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Every new encounter, every fresh perspective, carves out a part of you, making you more resilient and adaptable. Cultivate a circle of positivity, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. By removing the focus from those who reject you and investing it in activities and relationships that matter, you transform rejection from a painful setback into a powerful nudge toward a more fulfilling path. Lesson 4. Demonstrate your value. Rejection stings, but it is also an opportunity to reveal your resilience. In this lesson, we'll explore how to view rejection not as a stumbling block, but as a chance to showcase your grit. When sidestepped in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a breath. Instead of brewing a storm of self-pity or bitterness, channel that energy into constructive action. Demonstrating your value isn't about seeking validation from those who overlooked you. It's about proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. Use the energy from rejection to work on projects that highlight your skills, or step up and lead a new initiative. Your value isn't diminished by others' oversight. It's an opportunity to shine brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember the old saying, when one door closes, another opens. It's more than idle chatter, it's a blueprint for action. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a redirection to where you're needed more. If passed over for a role, consider it the universe nudging you towards something that aligns better with your talents and passions. Use rejection as a catalyst to reassess and realign. What are your core strengths, and how can you pivot to make the most of them? Creating your success story involves treating every setback as a setup for a comeback. It's not about plastering a smile over disappointment. It's about embracing the full spectrum of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions. When faced with rejection, practice empathy, both for yourself and others. Perhaps that colleague who overlooked you is battling their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a weakness, but as a testament to your strength. Grow from these experiences, reflect on them, learn, and then, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection more formidable and wise than before. Rejection, therefore, isn't the end of your story. It's a twist in the plot, pushing you toward becoming the most authentic, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on with the wisdom of the ages and the vitality of youth, and watch as it transforms from your biggest fear to your greatest ally in personal growth and success. Lesson 5. Cut off contact. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a powerful tool in your emotional toolkit, especially when dealing with rejection. In this lesson, we'll explore the strategic use of silence to regain your power and mental peace. Imagine being ignored or turned down. The instinct might scream to fix it, to reach out and bridge that gap. But here's where you flip the script. Instead, embrace silence. This isn't about playing games or being cold. It's about respecting your own peace. When you choose not to react, not to bombard with messages or calls, you're taking a step back. This pause isn't just for the other person. It's for you to recalibrate and remember that your worth isn't tied to someone's approval. This mindset isn't stoic, it's empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. Ultimately, consider the silent message you're sending. In a world where instant responses are expected, your conscious choice to step back speaks louder than any words could. It's a signal that you value your peace of mind, and you're not willing to compromise it for someone else's uncertainty. Cutting off contact is a boundary, a line in the sand that declares, "I won't let your actions disrupt my peace." It's a stand for self-respect and emotional well-being. It's not about vengeance. It's about understanding that your energy is precious and should be directed where it is reciprocated and appreciated. This doesn't mean shutting out everyone who rejects you. It means being discerning with your emotional investments. By choosing silence, you're also giving the other person the space to reflect. Your absence can be a powerful catalyst for them to realize your worth. And if not, it remains a testament to your resilience. Silence is your shield, your time to regroup and come back stronger. It's a declaration that your self-worth is non-negotiable, and you won't let anyone dim your light. So, let the silence speak, and watch how it becomes a language of strength, turning rejection into a conscious step toward personal growth and emotional well-being. Lesson 6. Prove them wrong. When faced with rejection, the knee-jerk reaction might be to wallow in self-pity or resentment. However, in this lesson, we'll explore a much more empowering response, using rejection as fuel for personal growth. Instead of allowing rejection to be a stumbling block, turn it into a stepping stone to surpass your own limits. Think of rejection as the gym for your soul. It's where you lift the weights of self-doubt, disappointment, and frustration, transforming them into the muscle of resilience. The most powerful revenge against rejection is success, not to prove someone else wrong, but to prove to yourself that you are more than the limitations others might see. Sharpen your skills, not for the applause of those who rejected you, but for the standing ovation from the person in the mirror. Dive deep into learning, practice relentlessly, and let your results speak louder than any words could. Whether it's acquiring new skills, earning certifications, or taking on projects that align with your passion, use rejection as the catalyst for self-improvement. Imagine the satisfaction of looking back and realizing that what seemed like a rejection was in fact a redirection toward your true potential. When you're dedicated to growth, rejection isn't a roadblock. It's a signpost pointing you toward unexplored territories of your capabilities. You're not seeking validation, you're validating your own journey. In the face of rejection, challenge yourself to become the best version of who you are meant to be. It's not about revenge, it's about rising above the limitations others may have imposed. Your growth is a quiet affirmation that rejection is a temporary detour, not a permanent destination. As you cultivate this mindset, rejection becomes not a mark of failure, but a whisper guiding you towards greater achievements and untapped reservoirs of your potential. Lesson 7. Go out and have fun. Rejection often triggers the instinct to withdraw, to retreat into the cocoon of solitude. However, in this lesson, we'll explore a counterintuitive approach, deliberately seeking joy in the midst of rejection. It's about embracing the unknown, stepping out of your comfort zone, and turning rejection into an opportunity for personal growth and exploration. When faced with rejection, it's easy to succumb to the shadows of disappointment and self-doubt. But what if, instead, you actively pursue joy? Engage in activities that bring a smile to your face, reconnect with hobbies that ignite your passion, and share moments of connection with your tribe. Reclaim your narrative by refusing to let rejection cast a shadow on your happiness. Consider rejection as a nudge from the universe to explore the vast playground of life. It's an invitation to go out and have fun, to experience the richness of existence beyond the confines of validation from others. Attend social events, take up new hobbies, and embark on adventures that expand your horizons. As you immerse yourself in these experiences, rejection loses its power to define your worth. By consciously choosing joy in the face of rejection, you're not denying the pain, you're transcending it. Your happiness becomes a shield, protecting you from the arrows of negativity. This lesson is not about escapism, but about resilience. It's a commitment to finding joy even in the face of disappointment, a declaration that your happiness is not contingent on external validation. When you choose joy, you're not avoiding reality, you're reframing it. Instead of viewing rejection as a closed door, see it as a gateway to new opportunities for enjoyment and fulfillment. This mindset shift doesn't diminish the significance of rejection. It elevates your response to it. As you actively pursue joy, you become the author of your story, turning rejection into a mere footnote in the grand narrative of your adventurous and joy-filled life. Lesson 8. Build your social status. The sting of rejection often leads to isolation, but in this lesson, we'll explore the empowering strategy of focusing on self-enhancement and community involvement. Instead of retreating, use rejection as a catalyst to build your social status, not for popularity, but as a journey toward becoming a better version of yourself. Rejection can create a void, a sense of being overlooked or undervalued. To counteract this, turn your attention inward and focus on personal growth. Invest time and effort into developing your skills, honing your talents, and becoming an expert in your field. By elevating your competence, you're not only enhancing your self-worth, but also positioning yourself as an invaluable asset. Simultaneously, engage in community involvement, whether through volunteer work, mentorship, or contributing to social causes. Actively participate in activities that uplift others. Building your social status isn't about accumulating followers, but about fostering meaningful connections. As you contribute positively to your community, you not only impact the lives of others, but also establish yourself as someone with a purpose beyond personal gain. This lesson is not about seeking validation from a social hierarchy, but about aligning your actions with your values. As you become a person of substance and character, you naturally attract like-minded individuals. Rejection loses its grip when you realize that your social status is defined by the positive impact you create in the lives of those around you. As you build your social status, the emphasis is on authenticity and contribution. It's about being recognized for your genuine efforts and the positive influence you bring to the table. In the grand tapestry of life, rejection becomes a minor thread, overshadowed by the vibrant colors of your self-improvement and community contributions. Your social status, therefore, becomes a reflection not of external validation, but of your commitment to growth, kindness, and making a meaningful difference. Lesson 9. Act as if they don't exist. When confronted with someone who deliberately ignores you, the Stoic response is to act as if they don't exist. It's not about being petty or cold. It's about preserving your own peace and respecting your worth. In social settings, where interactions are inevitable, redirect your attention to those who genuinely value your company. Start conversations with individuals who appreciate your presence, focusing on positive connections. By doing so, you emphasize that your worth isn't defined by someone else's acknowledgement or lack thereof. Maintaining professionalism in unavoidable interactions is key. Keep conversations brief, to the point, and devoid of personal depth. This approach is not about showing them up, it's about showing up for yourself. By staying focused on what truly matters and avoiding unnecessary drama, you affirm your self-worth and strengthen your resilience. Choosing not to engage in a one-sided struggle is not a sign of defeat, but a strategic retreat, recognizing that your energy is better invested elsewhere. It's a powerful stance that signifies moving toward better opportunities, healthier interactions, and a more peaceful state of mind. Ultimately, your response to indifference isn't a reflection of defeat. It's a testament to your strength and self-respect. By choosing not to engage in a futile pursuit, you're not just moving past a person, you're moving toward personal growth, meaningful connections, and a more authentic version of yourself. Lesson 10. Give them the silent treatment. Choosing silence in the face of indifference isn't about getting the upper hand. It's about maintaining your dignity. Stoicism teaches us to use silence, not as a means to provoke or manipulate, but as a tool for self-reflection and emotional mastery. When someone deliberately ignores you, responding with silence becomes a period of introspection. This silence is a moment to understand your feelings, sift through your thoughts, and find clarity. It's a constructive pause, reinforcing your character and aligning your responses with your principles. Choosing not to respond is a conscious decision rooted in self-care and wisdom. It's avoiding engagement in behaviors beneath you, such as manipulation, revenge, or pettiness. This intentional silence embodies Stoicism's call for temperance and self-control. By choosing not to respond, you're not just ignoring someone else, you're attentively listening to yourself. It's a practice in maintaining composure, focusing on your personal journey, and embodying the Stoic ideal of serenity in the face of adversity. This silence is not about hiding your emotions, but managing them in a way that maintains your dignity and self-respect. It's a demonstration of wisdom, integrity, and a commitment to emotional resilience. Lesson 11. Don't beg for attention. In the face of indifference, the Stoic way isn't to beg for attention. It's a call to anchor yourself in your own self-worth and independence. When someone deliberately ignores you, it's not a cue for you to perform louder for their gaze. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn inward and reaffirm your own value. Engaging in your passions and pursuits with a heart full of self-sufficiency is the key. It's not about showing off to make someone realize what they're missing. It's about realizing for yourself what you bring to the table. Stoicism teaches us that our self-esteem shouldn't be a pendulum swayed by others' attentions. It's about being firm in your own self-regard, knowing that your worth isn't up for negotiation. Indulge in activities that fulfill you, connect with people who appreciate you, and cultivate a life that makes you proud. This isn't a passive act. It's a vibrant, active embrace of your own life. It's about being so involved in your own growth and happiness that the need for outside validation starts to fade away into irrelevance. Lesson 12. Be kind, but emotionally distant. Responding with kindness while maintaining emotional distance is a delicate balance. It's not about being cold, it's about protecting your inner peace. Stoicism teaches us that maintaining emotional distance is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of strength and self-respect. Respond with kindness, offering a smile, a polite greeting, or a simple wish for a good day, but do so without the weight of expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a transaction. This balance is crucial in navigating through life's rejections. Staying kind yet detached says, "I choose not to let your indifference upset my balance." By staying kind yet emotionally distant, you're demonstrating respect for yourself and for others. It's a conscious choice to not let someone else's actions dictate your emotional state. This approach doesn't just protect you, it empowers you. It's a subtle but powerful way of asserting that your sense of self-worth is independent of others' opinions or actions. Lesson 13. Don't reveal your struggle. In the face of deliberate ignorance or rejection, the temptation to show your struggles can be overwhelming. However, Stoicism teaches us the art of maintaining composure. It's not about pretending everything is fine, it's about internal resilience. Displaying that you're unaffected isn't a charade, it's a reflection of true inner stability. Continue with your life with the same vigor and determination as before. It's not a performance for others, it's a testament to your own strength. By not revealing your struggle, you're embracing the Stoic philosophy of emotional resilience. This isn't about hiding your emotions, it's about managing them in a way that maintains your dignity and self-respect. This decision to avoid revealing your struggle is a practice in maintaining your composure. focusing on your personal journey and embodying the Stoic ideal of serenity in the face of adversity. It's a subtle but powerful way of asserting that your sense of self-worth is not swayed by external circumstances. Your response isn't just for the world to see, it's a mirror reflecting your own fortitude and stability. Congratulations, resilient warriors. We've journeyed together through the twists and turns of reverse psychology, uncovering 13 powerful lessons on transforming rejection into a tool for your success. Each no you face is a stepping stone to resilience, a lesson in Stoicism teaching us to channel our inner strength. Now, it's time to apply these insights in your daily life. Embrace rejection, not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Share your stories of triumph in the comments below. Let's inspire each other on this journey of Stoic resilience. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and until next time, stay Stoic